You get a lot of fruit intake with this smoothie. You really should eat your veggies too. No. Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the host for the Network Marketing Insider, where we bring on guests that will share their story. They're involved in network marketing, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing. You can share their stories. A lot of you have, things that you want to get out into the world. Some of you are nervous and getting outside your comfort zone. That's why you come on. There's a lot of value we want to bring to you today. So, housekeeping, if you're watching us on YouTube, drop a hashtag live or a hashtag replay. If you're listening to us on any of the verticals on the podcast, like Apple or Spotify, etc., give us a review. Don't forget, guys, on any of the mediums, go to the description and make sure you are connecting with my guests. Make sure you are giving and having a call. Make sure you take a look at what their opportunities are so you can take a chance and actually make something of yourself, your life. And I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Let me bring on my next guest. We have Maria. We have co-hosting today. We have Tonya. What's going on, ladies? How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing excellent. Change up the little order here. So changing it up, making things looking really nice. And as always, I want to have our new guest, Maria, share who she is and why she got into network marketing.
Okay, hello everybody. I am Maria, the Norwich mama. I actually have been in network marketing my entire life. My mom started it years ago. So, that really wasn't what brought me into it. I actually never worked with the company that she was with. As I got older, when I just wanted something extra to kind of do on the side, branch out, meet new people, really finding more who I was. So I just kind of built on that over the years, just kind of, developing more myself and meeting new people. I would say, honestly, I've met a lot of great people doing this, trying to make, extra little money here and there, but I've made some amazing connections in my years of doing this. I've been in it for quite some time now.
No, I appreciate you tuning, having the opportunity to share your story, talk about some tips and strategies later on. And again, I like how you have a little personal brand with the Norwich mom. We're going to go into that. I want to give Tonya some time I know we want to always give value, and I know you are involved and want to talk about how to help those start up an online business through mentoring and also through connections. So Tonya.
Hello, everyone. I am Tonya. I am known as Tonya, the girl next door, on all social media platforms. I do professional growth, which is through that online business. And then I do personal growth through Just Breathe Reiki Energy. And I'm a mentor that helps with both, because you have to be aligned both ways to have anything thriving. So once you get your online business going and you think you are where you need to be, but you're still not getting sales or leads, it's because you're not aligned personally. So in April, that's where I'm pivoting to, is more with personal growth, because you got to start there first.
Okay. Personal development is everything. We deal with a lot of rejection. You got to know how to keep your mind right and positive, to keep, those calls going, creating content, making sure that you're always doing something and you're consistent. So that's a key thing. Now, Maria, I appreciate you, taking some time today. Now, you started back in the day. What do you think has changed recently in the business model?
Oh my goodness, a lot. So, I can definitely tell you, when I was growing up, when my mom was doing, hers, it was like everything that we shouldn't be doing nowadays. It was basically, she had these catalogs and we would go door to door, dropping them off, basically, soliciting, stuff like that. That was big into her. Everything was more, people call her up, she would go to their house, show them the products, stuff like that. Obviously, it isn't like that at all now. It's more, we have technology. So, we have Facebook, Instagram, TikToks, all of those amazing platforms, YouTube, that you're connecting with the people. I also feel like when my mom was doing it, it was more of like, okay, I'm just here to kind of buy a product and then move on. I feel now it's like, yeah, people want your products, but they also want you as the person. So it's kind of like a package deal, I would say. So we kind of switched to the whole like in-person thing, but now it's a little bit more online. So it's completely like, I feel like a 180 since, growing up in the industry.
I totally agree. Yeah, back in the day, they used to have all these meetings in, a hall. They might have something they rented out. They have all these people suited up. They have the, whole show basically. But you can do that today with Zoom, with StreamYard, with other platforms. And I found you have a lot of people that don't show up to things. Well, a Zoom call, you can show up anywhere in the world as long as you have the right credentials and you sign in and use the link. That's a different change I like about it, because then you have those no-shows, you can still do some business.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk about your Norwich mama. What pushed you to create your brand?
Okay, so my passion basically is dogs and health and wellness. Unfortunately, I was never able to have kids of my own, so that's why I go with the whole dog like mom. So, and it really hits home to me because even back when I used to be a dog groomer full time, I was a dog groomer for 20 years. So and the Norwich is a particular breed of dog. It's Norwich Terriers. I used to breed and show them. I don't do it anymore, but it really just kind of connected kind of who I am. I'm a Norwich mom basically. And, it kind of goes well with like, the companies that I work with, and it just kind of fits right in because I'm all passionate about the dogs and the health and wellness. So
That's awesome. Now I want to piggyback and allow Tonya. How important when you're mentoring is to get that start as far as creating a personal brand? Because people think, oh, it's all about the company. The company's going to make me have all these sales and all this success. But in reality, nobody cares about the company. It's you who they're buying from.
Yeah, personal branding is probably the number one thing we probably work on my mentorships or affiliate programs, just because you have to have a personal brand. Because like Maria said earlier, you're not just selling a product, you're selling yourself. You want to be aligned with someone that has your morals, your values. So you have to pick a branding that aligns with you. And that is so important. That's probably the number one key that you need, other than a marketplace, to start your online business, because it really shows everyone out there what you're about. You should be able to go look at a personal brand and know exactly what it stands for just by looking at the logo.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, it's so true. And something that it gives you the passion, the vision that somebody's going through. So it's a key thing. Now, Maria, when you were online, what do you see some issues that people are doing that you're watching others? I'm always taking note of what others are doing compared to what I'm doing. What do you see that are working for others and things that are not going the right direction? And they're probably complaining.
This is easy for me because since I've made a lot of mistakes that this like a lot of people that I see nowadays. I would say the biggest one is people they sign up for a company. They think it's either, oh, it's like the top, everybody's joining this company. Everybody wants it. And they just sign up for it. And then they'll post they'll just say, hey, I joined this company, buy this product. And yeah, you're in these businesses, you want to make money, but you can't just post a link and hope people are going to buy. It's not going to work. I would think that's one of the biggest things is people just post their links. And then a lot of times they look salesy. People are like, if they're on Facebook, for example, because I spend a lot of time on Facebook, so I reference that a lot. You just see the people and you're like, oh, they're just selling a product, and you just scroll on by. You're not really going to connect with them. I would say really the stuff that I see working for people are the people that are taking their time to get to know the people on social media. They're building those relationships, and it takes time. It's not an overnight thing. You're not going to get rich overnight. You got to put the time in and really connect with your audience. And then don't also just company hop because saying, oh, this company isn't working for me, I'm going to go to this one, because you might not be aligned with that company and you're never really going to get anywhere with it. Or people are also going to see you as, oh, you're a company hopper, just hopping to the next thing, and you're not going to have, repeat business. So I would say that's kind of like the biggest stuff that I've noticed. And I fell in those company problems like years ago. And I'm like, I'm not making these sales. Something has to, is going on. And it wasn't until I really started realizing it's more of like connecting, meeting people and stuff. And that started growing and giving it time too. A lot of people quit within 6 months of joining a company because they're not making money. So it's a matter of sticking with it and finding a company that you like.
A common word we're using today is aligned. If it's not aligned, you're not going to be focused on it. And yes, hopping from company to company because you're not getting the success. It's not the company. The person has to look in the mirror and see what they're doing wrong to get themselves become more successful, because there are skills you have to learn. And I know some skills Tonya's teaching her mentors. What are some skills that you can share through connections to other individuals, Tonya?
Yeah, connection is key to abundance. You can't just throw up content online and think that you're going to serve a purpose, because that does not work. You have to really be aligned with your audience and your dream client. And that's the key. It's the art of connection. And you have to really hone in on that before you really start seeing progress on your online business. Like Maria was saying, you can't go hopping to the next shiny object, because that does not work. You see all these great mentors out there making all this money, and you want to hop on it because they see it. But okay, what makes you think you're going to like excel and be that person when you can't master what you have already? So the key for me is master your mindset, you master your business. Once you master one product or source or service and you have that down, okay, great, go to your next. And you do need multiple streams of income nowadays to live. So I'm not against having one or the other. Like, you should have multiple. Another thing that I see is sometimes you get aligned with people and then you outgrow them, and that's perfectly fine. I did a video earlier today saying that some people come into your life as a season and some people come into your life as a lifetime. Just cherish those moments, and when you know that it's not aligned with you anymore and you need to grow, you need to release that. And just with mentors, you can have multiple mentors in this space. You have to go find the ones that you're aligned to. Maybe one mentor gives you this portion, one mentor gives you another portion, and it's perfectly fine. You don't have to stay with one. So that's my advice.
No, I agree. You can have mentors that you actually speak to, that you actually meet up with. You can have mentors that you're reading in books. You might listen to on podcasts, on videos. So you never know on that point. And I agree with Tonya and also Maria that you have to have multiple things. Don't hop different companies, but you could be, that's why you could be an affiliate. You could have a link that if you're connecting, I found connecting with others, listen to their pain points. If you could be a solution to their problem, hey, take a look at this. Oh, how do I do that? Here, can I send you a text with a link to take a look at a video or take a look at something? But talking about just a link, you should have a landing page. You should have a video that you personally have shot, recorded, talking about whatever it is you're selling or getting involved with, so that it's not just the company stuff. So it's more personal. So yes, you have a personal brand. And now I want to go down that path. And Tonya brought up the mindset. Maria, how do you get your mindset trainings in? Are you reading books? Are you listening to podcasts? I know you're getting mentored by Tonya. She's giving you some tips as well. What other outlets do you have?
I mostly have done like podcasts. That's how I've done it. Obviously that was before I met Tonya. I still do some podcasts now. I've done, some books. There's been some classes that I've taken, before, obviously. And then my newest one is, working with Tonya, just because feel like I was missing a certain piece. And the thing is, I always say you should keep learning, and there's always stuff to learn and push yourself, because the minute you stop learning, you might as well just kind of give up. So I knew I was kind of missing a piece, and Tonya just kind of came in when I was looking for that extra piece, because the podcast and everything are great. But when you're working with somebody one-on-one, you're like more accountable, because you'd be like, okay, I'm listening to the podcast or reading a book, but it's like, are you getting anything out of it? When you're working with somebody, you know, you're like, okay, they're going to like tell me like, hey, you know, you need to do this, or you're not doing this. So it's a little different. But I think you need to have multiple ways of, you know, just getting in your mindset.
I love that you share those tips. And Tonya, anything you want to add?
No, just mindset is key to abundance. And we've talked about aligning all episode, but it is all about alignment and all about connection. And once you figure those two out, like, you can master anything in this world. You need that one person that's going to believe in you no matter what. And that should be yourself. But you should also have a good mentor that is going to help you along the way. As myself, I've had multiple mentors over my lifetime. I had some that was seasonal, and I have one that is going to be for a lifetime. So you just got to really find out who your connections are, what you believe in, what's your morals, and who are you to yourself, your true self, and just brand that, and you'll be great.
Oh, thanks for that ad. Now, Maria, there's a lot of people are watching, and I want to remind everyone, if you haven't taken a look at, make sure you go to the description. Don't just, and we brought up going to podcasts or videos. A lot of people just listen. They don't actually take action, but I want you to go, guys, go to the description, take a look at, and subscribe if they have a YouTube channel, follow them on all the outlets, and also click the links and have a call. It's important that people are doing things. Yes, I agree. Mentorships are there, but if you're not doing it, nobody's gonna be able to hold you accountable. Now, with lead generation, Maria, how do you generate leads? Because people realize, they think they sign up, they're gonna just put a couple videos, couple posts, maybe do some kind of long copyrighted, text, and they think they're gonna get all this business. How do you generate leads?
Basically building connections. It's like when I post, it's also about consistency. So posting every day on the few platforms, I'm on pretty much a lot of them. And it's a matter of just, not always posting stuff like the company you're with, just posting like, hey, like in the morning, waking up or drinking coffee or walking the dog or whatever. But when people comment, you want to go back and acknowledge that they commented. Because it's going to make you seen more on, the platforms, and you're building those connections. So you really kind of have to be consistent. For me, I just post on the social medias, and then I just go from there. And a lot of it is not even talking about business. It's just talking about personal things, like, what are you doing this weekend, or what did you do? Or, I recently just got over from being sick. So a lot of people are like, oh, how are you feeling? I know you've been sick, stuff like that. So it does take time. But it's a matter of just when people comment, that you comment back to them.
Having those conversation starters, you could just start today. Like, what was your mascot in high school? And people are going to comment. And then you ask, when they comment, whatever it is, Indians, oh, were you a jock or were you into books? Just keep the questions going, and your feed is going to keep going. And then the more engagement you have on one single post, the other stuff you have, people are going to see it more, rather than you just keep posting constantly and not getting engagement. So I agree with you. Are you, Maria, using Chat GPT at all with your lead generation, with your marketing, etc.?
Yeah, all the time. I absolutely love ChatGPT. One of my downfalls is I am a terrible writer and speller. I always have been. I am like the perfect person that can butcher names, butcher words. That's just who I am. ChatGPT helps me with that, because it's like it does the work for me, but you have to train. You can't just go into ChatGPT and just say, hey, give me a post, because ChatGPT needs to get to know you. And the more you're using it and talking to it, it really will it's kind of scary sometimes realizing how much it sounds like you, but I use it constantly, pretty much for mostly all my posts.
I literally used it yesterday because I want to start doing some blogging for my website, my Network Marketing Insider. So I wanted, and I did some, fishing around with it, and I had them create a blog post for me. It was, you could tell how many, words you want, what kind of, genre, theme, etc. And boom, you hit, and it breaks it down for you. Just make sure you proofread it. Then make sure if you have that A-OK approval, then you upload it to wherever you're going. But I found, you can create reels, video content. You can ask it to create a 60-second reel about whatever topic. Please give me captions, give me a hook and a call to action. And boom, it gives you everything that you could have as far as even background music and the shots that you can have. Do you have to go word for word? No, but it gives you all now this idea, gives you the content, and gives you some more success on what you're doing. Anything you want to add, Tonya?
No, it's a great platform to use. I use it daily too. And you can actually go into your settings and give a description about who you are, your dream client, and it works so smoothly for you. I would say it's one of the things you probably do need a little bit in your daily life, and I do use it and I love it.
Now, Maria, have you done video before and or have been on a podcast before?
Videos, yes. I've made videos and done lives on like TikToks and stuff like that. But no, this is my first podcast, so I was super excited about doing it. So
when Tonya, I asked her, she was a guest in the past, and I always go back to my guests and who can we bring on that's going to bring value? Because it's all about value. Again, reminding everyone, we're not selling anything right now. We're just talking. It's like you're a birdie on, in a conversation that we are recording. So what was your feelings when you were asked by Tonya? And then give us a snippet of what you're feeling going through it today.
So when Tonya brought it up to me, I was like, because she wasn't sure, because my schedules can be a little crazy, as you guys know. But I was like, yeah, sure. I would love to do it because it's something I've never done. At first you kind of go through that, like, I'm a little nervous. I know, especially with doing TikTok lives, like I'm always nervous because you're like, you don't really know who's seeing this. So you can be talking to millions and millions of people and you don't really know. But I won't let that hold me back because at the end of the day, those people aren't paying my bills. I'm paying my bills. So if there's a problem with a bill collector, who are they going to call? They're not going to call those people. They're going to call me. So we all have to push ourselves. Like our mind is going to tell us, like, you want to stay in your comfort zone. It's what you know. It's what you want to do. But really, you have to, in this life, you get challenges. And it's a matter of how you take those challenges in life. So besides the like nervous, I was like, okay, I'm used to doing Zooms and stuff anyway. So I was fine. Obviously, going through this is pretty much just like being on a Zoom or being on TikTok. Actually, I feel like this is better than being on TikTok because sometimes if people aren't commenting below, you feel like you're talking to yourself.
No, I appreciate you being fully transparent. And guys, look, I'm in my home. I have a little backdrop. Tanya's got her backdrop. Maria is in her truck or a car, on the side of the road or a parking lot, taking some on her phone, guys. So all those excuses that people say, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have because we're taking 30 minutes out of somebody's life to drop some value, so it can be done. But people make those excuses. They have a limited mindset, which goes back to our mindset we were talking about earlier. And it's just something you just have to do it. Because once you do it, you want to do it again. Like this is the third time that me and Tonya are collaborating, and it's a powerful way of spreading some knowledge, teaching others. It's a powerful thing that every one of you can be doing. How can we help, Tonya? How can we help others do what we're doing right now?
They just need to work on their mindset. That's it. Just take that step. That's it. The first step is the hardest, but once you take it, like your life is going to change. Like, do you want to stay stuck in your life or do you want to go after what you want in life? And that should motivate you. Like, so my suggestion is just start. Just start.
I remember when I started doing video for my insurance business back in 2018, and people were like, my wife's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, because nobody else is doing it in the insurance space the right way. Because I wasn't just saying, hey, call me for insurance. I was teaching people how to answer a phone call, doing emails, talking about how to network, how to build connections, just different topics. And I teach people now. I'm like, look, you can do 5 videos in 15 minutes. And people are like, what? And I'm like, I just did recently 16 videos, and I post the seconds because it looks more powerful. You know, I think it was like 500 and something seconds, total of like almost 6 minutes. It took me to do 16 little short reels, shorts, etc. But it's just getting to the point, getting it done. And then you have the content in your video, all the videos in your phone. You can upload them whenever you're ready. It's something that everyone can do, but it's making those excuses again. So Maria, any final thoughts that you can give those that are watching in network marketing, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing to keep them from, quitting?
Yeah, just keep going. I've been, obviously growing up in the industry, been around it a lot. And there has been times where you feel like you're working, you're posting, you're doing all this stuff and you're not seeing anything. And it's easy to give up because you're not seeing what you want from it, which ultimately is money. I mean, that's why you got into it. But you have to look at it as you put all that time and money into it to begin with. Are you going to give it up now because you're not getting these sales? And it's like, once you give it up and you try to start over, you're starting at point one, you're starting at the first step again. And, you go through this, and it's just a matter of just staying consistent and really, think about like what you want and make sure the company that you have is like what you want. And that is aligned with you and your mind, and just keep at it. Cause I'll tell you, we all have difficult days. We're all humans. Some of us are going to have our good days and we're going to have our bad days. We're human. But don't give up. Just keep going for it and just keep posting, make vision boards, make goals. Writing them down actually help. Don't just think them. When you write them down, it will really help, and post them where you can see, and you see changes. And one of the big things I will tell you that I did for this year was trying to turn a negative into a positive, and changing that mindset. And really, it does help a lot. Because if you're having these negative feelings, you're going to get negative results. So just keep going. That's the best thing to say. Just keep at it, keep going. It's just a rock. If you're in a, you have to just figure out how to get over that rock.
That was awesome, Maria. That was actually fire, massive fire right there. Guys, if you're just popping in now, you're going to have to wait until this uploads and catch what she was just saying. Tonya, any final thoughts about mentoring and how to help others?
Yes, it has to be your passion. Please do not get into mentoring or coaching people if you're in it for the money. Please be in it to help the next person. It's not all about the money. It's about helping the next person. And my passion in life is helping others. Yes, it's nice to get all that money and, have all that freedom, but it comes down to building connections and serving your purpose. And like Maria says, don't stop. Keep going. If something's not working for you, then maybe you need to release it and repivot. Like, you have to narrow down what you want in life and you need to go get it, and don't let anyone fucking stop you. I'm sorry. Like, it's all about mindset, and you need to go. There is no wrong way when you're investing in yourself, because you're going to be aligned and you're going to be abundant.
Wow, this is a great episode. I appreciate both of you joining today, dropping these golden nuggets of value. Those that are popping in, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Go to the description, reach out to Maria, reach out to Tonya. We want to help others. And the only way to do that is if you're not connecting. So go to their socials, follow them, have a call. Even if this is the thing, have a call with them and find out more what they're doing, so that maybe you might not want to work with them. That's fine. We don't care. We want your friends. We want your family. We want your coworkers. That's who we want to work with. hey, if it's too much for you, that's fine. We want you to get the information, put it in your head, so when you're talking to your friends or complaining about life, we can be that solution to their problem. So we thank everyone for tuning in. Ladies, please stick around for 1 minute after.
Okay.
Everyone else, we hope you have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.